Today I'm going to be showing you how I added wood fence straight on to existing chain link fence, because not everybody wants to have to dig posts and do the whole thing. But as you probably ran into, you realize that wood fencing comes in 8-foot panels. Chain link fencing is usually installed in 10-foot segments. There's 10 feet between each post. So these are used wooden fence panels that I got from a job, but it's not going to change whether you have new or used. All I did, let me get over here. So all I did was I got 12-foot. Hey buddy, it's my neighbor's dog. You be friends with your neighbor, this helps. I got 12-foot treated 2x4s, and I mounted them to the fence using, these are 1 1/4 inch rigid or heavy wall conduit electrical straps for electrical conduit. They happen to fit on here perfectly. So you just sandwich the chain link between your 2x4 and your fence post here. So I did the 2x4 runner from here to there, and then another one on the bottom. It's hard to see, but it's down there. And then I set the old fence panel directly on. You can see I set it directly on there, and then I measured so that this one would be at the right height to where that would fit on top of this. And then, so you can do that, you can nail these together with toenails if you want. But what I did is I went to the other side and I just shot nails from each slat straight into these, ting 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 ting, all the way down. So it's a lot of nails, but it's worth it. I mean, this is really solid. I'm pushing on it and it doesn't give at all. But that's about it. If you want, every now and then, just throw you a little strap, you know, from here to here, just kind of as a support between. Like I said, it's a 10-foot span, so it's a little bit of a big span for a 2x4. If I did it again, I'd probably use 2x6s, honestly, just to give a little bit more support for the horizontal movement. But that's pretty much it. It's really simple. Like I said, I did them at the bottom too. Now you're probably wondering how these lined up. All I did was, like I said, these are used fence panels, and I'm not super concerned about how it looked. So I flipped. This one's right side up. This one's actually upside down. The way they're built, the top has a bigger gap. So as you can see, from there to the bottom, there's actually more panel sticking out than there normally is from the bottom down. So I flipped it upside down, and that gave me that extra 2x4 space. So I didn't have to do any fancy cutting. I just have a runner here, and then I got my next runner for my next panel going like that. My panels are split right here somewhere is where my two panels were split. So like I said, 8 foot and then about 2 more feet before you get to this post. So that's why you have to do this. There's probably a simpler way to do this. This is what I did. It worked. I did this in about 3 hours. I can't complain. It's solid, strong. Probably used, you know, $50 maybe worth of hardware between all the nails and the brackets and everything, and that's probably a little high. It's probably more like 30. But back on the front side, as you can see, this is the original. This is where the original board's running right here. And you come down here, and this is where the original board runs. And this is where my new treated board is. So as you can see, I nailed every slat into that board all the way down. Let's see if I can show you a transition spot here. Here we go, transition spot. Here we go. So this is also where I have a treated board on the bottom. Remember, this one's upside down. This whole panel is upside down, so there's more space here. So the original is actually here, and then my treated is here. So that's it though. And it's, like I said, I'm gonna shake it here, and it wobbles, but it's strong. It ain't gonna blow down.